All right, Phil, it's Tactical Tuesday, and I'm really excited about this one. EDC, Everyday Carry. So how do you want to start this off?
If you don't know about everyday carry, you should. We're going to start you off today with the 5 basics, the 5 things you need to carry every day that can make your life easier and potentially save your life. Now, if you wear a pair of pants, you wear a belt. If you're going to wear a belt, might as well wear one that can save your life. This is a survival belt. This is an unbelievable belt. Will withstand how many thousands?
6,000 pounds.
6,000 pounds. Now, Jay, you're a military man. Why don't you look at this and tell me what you could use it for?
Well, I know that this particular belt could be used for rappelling, belay. It could be used to restrain. It could be used as a tourniquet. There's just a ton of things you can do with this that could save your life.
Oh, and we talk about binding the door in an active shooter situation. So you could get one of these and practice your particular door configuration. Bind the door. The bad guy gets in, and you can bind him with it. So this survival belt really could save your life.
Speaking of which, we do know a guy that was saved by a belt that had a wreck on a motorcycle not too far from here. He was bleeding out. His leg was crushed. And luckily, there was a gentleman that was nearby that took his belt off, put it around this guy's leg, and literally saved his life. The leg was amputated, but the guy went on to win marathons. So...
yeah, in the absence of a good cat tourniquet, one of these could save your life.
Nice.
All right. Let's go on to, well, while we're talking about nylon products, 550 paracord.
Yes.
Now, 550 paracord, 550 is not just a good sounding number. It will withstand or suspend 550 pounds of pressure before it breaks. It's unbelievably small and light and inexpensive. As a matter of fact, you've probably seen a lot of people wearing these survival bracelets made out of 550 paracord. Now, Jay, you and your family used to make these, didn't you?
Yes.
What did you tell us about these?
Right. There was a friend of ours that used to horseback ride, and he talked about a friend of his that had been stuck for 3 hours, crushed under a horse, and just all kinds of medical conditions arose from that. And we started putting together survival kits for our horseback riding friends. And one of the things we really enjoyed, me and the kids enjoyed putting together, were these survival bracelets. I mean, just this short survival bracelet has about 10 feet of usable cord that could be broken down into 70 feet of these strands. They could be used for all kinds of things, from building shelter to kindling, whatever you need it for.
Oh, yeah. 550 paracord. Get you a survival bracelet today. Moving on, a good knife. If you've got some paracord, you're going to need something to cut it with. And there's always a good, this one has the Tanto configuration.
Nice,
they say
yes.
that'll go through a car door. But anyway, this particular knife also you can cut a seatbelt with. If you're in an accident, this can be used to cut the seatbelt if it's stuck, and that way you can get out in case the car is
So
going
that
to
would
catch
just go
fire.
like
Then
that.
you can just, yeah,
Wow.
you can cut it. Yeah, see the blade there? Now this, and this is something that I never realized how important it was till I went down to Florida and policed down there for a while, is that they have waterways all up and down the road. And we had a high instance of people, their car going off the road, flipping over, sometimes in the night with nobody around, and they would drown because they couldn't get out of the car. Well, if you have a way of breaking that glass, because just kicking it doesn't work, but something like this you can use to break the glass and get out,
Fine tip.
that can save your life. Or even trying to get out of a building. If you have an active shooter situation,
Right.
and it has a window you can't open, and breaking the glass and getting out. So a good knife for many reasons.
So even if in a survival situation where you couldn't get the knife open and someone was attacking you,
It'd be
you
a
can-
good blunt instrument.
wow,
There you
that's
go.
good stuff.
All right, and talking about a lot of my police officers I train, I would take them into a firing range to do a tactical firearms course, and I have the lights out because most of the time in police use of force engagements, it was dark. All they had were the lights on the car. And I'd say, okay, where's your flashlight? And they go, well, I'm on day shift. I don't need a flashlight. Well, we found out they did. Because you could go into a building that the power is out.
Right.
There can be all kinds of situations. So carrying a flashlight is just a great tactical thing. Now, a lot of people say, well, I've got my cell phone. I've got a light there. Well, the cell phone could be dead. Or you might want to conserve your cell power for emergency communications. So if you have a flashlight, you can illuminate, threat assessment, find your way out. And even one of these good tactical lights like this one, you can use the strobe function. That can help you disorient
Right.
your attacker and give you a tactical advantage in an engagement.
I love that.
Yeah, I love those. All right, and then talking about the cell phone. Cell phones today do so many things. This in particular, I use the GPS every day, responding, because when somebody calls for help, then I want to find out the most efficient way to get to them, because seconds can save lives. You can use the flashlight function. You can use it for emergency communications. But also, there are apps now that alert you to active shooter situations in the area, so you don't go into that danger zone. There's also special apps for police officers that alert us so we can respond. Even when we're out of our jurisdiction, we can respond as backup, a perimeter team, and help. But now, Jay, you've got something on the horizon.
Right.
You want to tell them about it a little bit?
Sure. We're developing an app now that's going to have a lot of functions. One of those is that it'll keep you in touch with what we're doing, but some of the main features are that it will auto dial 911 and then auto silence your phone. If you go back to our Go Barricade Fight, one of the important things is to silence your electronics. We're also working with a developer to get it so that it will turn on the microphone so that the 911 operator can hear the surroundings, and that can be invaluable. So we're working on that, and also an escort feature where you retain touch on the phone while you're walking in a dangerous area, and that when your finger is removed or you release grip of the phone, it automatically dials an emergency number. So that's something we have in development that we hope to release really soon.
That's exciting. We're really looking forward to that. Last but not least, a good metal water bottle. Now, as you can see, Jay and I have ours. There we go. Jay and I have ours. Of course, it saves you from having to pay for water. That way you'll have more money for toys, like we just talked about. It saves you from having to pay for water, keeps you hydrated so you're thinking better and more tactically, but also can be used as a blunt trauma instrument. It can be incorporated. You can propel it. You can strike somebody that's threatening your life. So don't forget the benefits of a good metal water bottle.
Well, Phil, thank you so much today. I know this was a great Tactical Tuesday. I love talking about this stuff. So we hope to expand on this and offer more on this subject as we move forward.
I got to caution them.
Sure.
Carrying all this stuff is going to add like 4 pounds of weight to you. But usually, adding weight threatens your life and your health. This is the one time you're going to add weight that could save your life.
Awesome. I love it. Hopefully my wife will agree.